Pasty
go again, eh?
guy. Yeah, we'll go again, mate. Another game, another defeat for Newcastle, but not quite in the worst of manners, as recent times have shown.
No, not quite, but not great either, is it? Yeah, I thought, we started the game well enough. I had a few half chances here and there. It's clear the tactic is give it to the fast lad and hope he does something with it. And to be fair, the Spurs midfield and defence were absolutely petrified of St. Maximum. Problem was he was too deep to make any real impact, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's just it's typical that Tottenham that Spurs score with their own first shot on target, first shot of the first half. But I mean, what's Shaw doing? I mean, he's got plenty of time to clear the ball. He just tries, he tries to play it out, gets intercepted, ball gets played out to Son. Yedlin should close him down. Instead, he just backs off him and lets him take the shot. He punishes him.
Shaw was shocking first half. Are you still? Was he better second half though? Do you think he got forward a bit more second half? Showed a bit more of what we know of Fabian Shaw second half? Or are you still against him having a future at the tune?
Well, I mean, to be honest, not being funny, but I think there's a reason why the players like Bruce, because a lot of them wouldn't have a future at the club otherwise, to be honest, and that probably does include Fabian Shaw. I think, but I think long term, not. He played in his more natural position today, didn't he? After his midfield stint on Saturday, where he didn't do too brilliant, but we still conceded 3 goals, but the equaliser was some screamer from Richie, I must admit. I mean, absolutely belted it into the top corner. But I think we all in all we deserved the equaliser, but then we just shot ourselves in the foot, didn't we? A few minutes later. I mean, where's the mark? There's no closing down of Harry Kane, was there, when the cross came in? No. Who was marking him again?
I think it was Kraft.
Oh, Kraft. Yeah, probably. I mean, what was he doing at centre back?
We're just starved of options, aren't we?
I mean, it feels like Pardew all over again, playing as many fullbacks as possible. I mean, we played Yedlin's not good enough in his current position. Never mind left back.
Yeah, Yedlin was shocking today, wasn't he? You could tell he didn't want to be. Yeah, he must be away, wasn't he?
I think that's. I think there's been rumours that he's good as gone, isn't he?
Yeah.
But for the third goal, I mean, Kraft was just tying himself in knots, trying to keep Lamella out. Take a shot, took a shot, and obviously Kane was there, approached his instinct. Typical, because he was anonymous up until he scored, he scored his first goal. But I mean, we did. We did okay. Spurs, I'd say, were pretty. Were very poor. You can see. For a side that were in the Champions League final last year, I mean, they've regressed pretty badly, and they're probably not going to be in Europe.
They were giving us so much time and space on the ball, weren't they? Like showing us that much respect. I thought it was mad.
Well, exactly. I mean, and that's why it's so frustrating seeing St. Maximum so deep, because he could be making more impact a few 30, 40 yards forward. But there's a debate about whether Mourinho should come here because of his quotes yesterday about nostalgia with Sir Bobby and that. But let's be honest, the bloke's a busted flush now, isn't he? He was a busted flush a few years ago. I mean, Spurs I mean, that appointment felt more like a PR move by Levy to take the heat off him a bit. But I mean, it certainly wasn't the best that we've played in a long time, unlike what Brucey implied in the post-match. I mean, what's he on?
Not impressed by Brucey again, or not, eh?
No, well, no, you know, and it looks like the Bruce Rafa argument, you know, as silly as it is, he's probably not going to exceed the points total by Rafa. But
well, if he wins at Brighton, he will, won't he? If he wins on Monday night, he will.
I think he'll leak. I think we finished 45 points in the first season we stayed up under Rafa, didn't we?
Yeah, Bruce is on 43 at the minute, so if he beats Brighton, he'll be on 46.
Right. But, you know, even if he exceeded it by 1 or 2 points, it's not that much better, is it? And considering he's got 80 million worth of attacking talents, I mean, granted, the 40 million one's an absolute dud.
Yeah.
But still stands. And he's had the most money to spend since Steve McLaren. But you know, we need this takeover to go through. We're in limbo, and you know, if in the scenario it doesn't go through, we're in big trouble next season. There's no two ways about it.
All right, thanks, mate.
All right, thank you. See ya.
Cheers, pal.